Sounds like there's Hall of Fame help on the way. Marshall Faulk said Thursday on the Rich Eisen show that he's heading to Cabo to train with the Cowboys running back. Faulk says he wants to get Zeke not just in good shape, but in football shape. Adam, where do negotiations stand with Zeke and the Cowboys?
They're going back and forth right now, Susie. And as we mentioned with Clowney, I think this is entering into a soon-to-be crucial period where both sides know the pressure is on to get something done now because the regular season's getting closer and closer. Zeke is still in Cabo, still training. His weight is down in the low 220s, even before Marshall Faulk gets there, which is the lowest it's been since his rookie year. So whenever he does sign, he can go in there and be pretty much in shape. That's the good part. Now, Zeke has been very quiet during this holdout, but it was interesting today that he retweeted a comment from Joe Thomas where Joe Thomas was talking about the fact that Zeke should get more than Todd Gurley, and that was one of the few things, one of the few signs that we've seen Zeke really speak out on in the form of a retweet here today. I think it gives you an idea of what he's thinking. He believes he's worth more than Todd Gurley at this point in time, and it's up to Zeke, his reps, and the Dallas Cowboys to figure out a solution that works for all sides at this point in time.
But the clock is ticking. So what's the right move? It's pretty clear now. He just wants to be the highest paid running back. Is that pretty clear? Is that what we think?
Yeah, that's certainly what Ezekiel Elliott wants. Now, whether or not Jerry Jones and the Cowboys are prepared to do that, we got to keep in mind that he's basically under contract for 2 more years, and they can franchise him afterwards. I don't think it was a coincidence that Jalen Smith, the very talented linebacker, was signed first. I think that was sending a message to the locker room that Jalen Smith's been here. He's handled his business accordingly, both on and off the field, and we're going to reward him first. Now, look, Zeke's a transformative talent. We all know that. However, there have been some bumps in the road, and I do think this will come down to how much money is going to be guaranteed. And because of his behavior off the field, Dallas is going to want to hedge their bet a little bit, and maybe the average per year is somewhere between Le'Veon Bell and Todd Gurley. But again, keep in mind that he is under contract for 2 more years. And something else to note that I would be concerned about if I was a Dallas Cowboy fan. Look, they'll get the money worked out, but their first 2 games are against the Redskins and the Giants. Those games are about a game and a half in terms of division games. So what will he come back? Like, he may be in great cardiovascular shape, but is he going to be in football shape? And that should be a real concern if I'm the Cowboys.
Yeah, look, if I'm Ezekiel Elliott, I'm doing exactly what he's doing. I'm looking at it from his standpoint. If I put my helmet back on and I'm Ezekiel Elliott right now, I'm sitting there going, look, there's no incentive for me to move. And if I truly do believe, as Joe Thomas alluded to, that I am arguably or inarguably the best running back in the NFL, and I am the engine of this football team, then I'm really playing a high-stakes game of poker with someone who has made his living making deals, obviously, in Jerry Jones. But I'm going to see just how much pain are you willing to take? Because go ahead and lose those first 2 division games. If it goes into the regular season, I promise you, you're going to reconsider your position if you really do want to win Super Bowls. If you really think that you can replace me, the guy who, since I came into this league, I have almost 700 yards more rushing than the next closest guy, and you work me the way you work me as far as a dual threat is concerned, you think you can replace me, then go ahead. If I prepared myself to sit out financially, and I'm good in that way, and I know that, obviously, I'm not going to sit out the whole season. I know that my contract will just toll, and I'll make the same amount of money next year. And then in 2021, I'm playing on my 5th-year option. And now I've extended my ability to not be a free agent even longer. I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to see how much pain you can take if, in fact, this team starts to lose and you still think you can replace me. That's the only real option he has if he really wants to go ahead and get paid more than with Todd Gurley. The only thing he can do is sit tight, and I'm sure it's killing him. I'm sure it is.
In like 2 words, how much of this whole thing is ego?
Well, of course.
It's all ego.
That's what it was.
That's the whole thing. And money.
Well,
and that's
sort of, yeah.
They kind of go hand in hand.
The Cowboys and Texans, one of 7 Week 3 games coming your way on Saturday.